Throwaway account. English is not my first language, I'm on mobile, I apologize. I 27F have been married with my husband M32 for 3 years and Haven been dating for a little over 5. My husband has this friend F31 Mary. They've known each other since they were in high school and she's considered one of the boys, if you may. That basically means she's always invited to all the fishing trips and stuff, which I don't mind at all, I trust my husband. Well, my problems with Mary started when she first found out I'm half Romanian. It started kinda innocently, with her asking me to say certain words, teach her some insults etc., which didn't necessarily bother me, but it usually put me on the spot whenever we were out with my husband's group of friends. It only escalated to her Googling stuff about Romania and asking me, "Are you a vampire? Do you bite your husband by the neck, too? Are you a gypsy? I bet you've got some of that gypsy blood in you," which is just blatantly racist. Last week, me and my husband organized a mini barbecue with our friends and Mary was invited by my husband despite me telling him she makes me uncomfortable. He said he had talked to her about her remarks and she's been understanding, so it's unlikely she'll say something this time. It was midnight and there were about 4 of us left and I accidentally spilled some red wine on Mary's jeans when I tripped over a carpet. All hell broke loose. Mary started saying that I'm a witch and I'm trying to ruin her life and this whole thing is part of my ritual and I'm just a immigrant gypsy trying to ruin my husband's life and I've poisoned my husband against her. I started crying and profusely apologizing. When she wouldn't drop it, I kicked her out and banned her from ever coming to my house again. AITA for doing this? My husband insists that Mary was just drunk and talking nonsense and he would talk to her. He also told me I'm way too sensitive about my heritage and I'm an a-hole for banning her. Mary has since given me a half-hearted apology but I'm still not okay with her. Edit, I guess this is the update some of you wanted. Sorry I'm still a mess and IDK how coherent I am. We've talked. He admitted to being in an out of an affair with Mary in the first 2 years of our relationship and she wanted to win him back I guess. I called my mum to come help me pack some stuff and him out. That's it. Mary can have him. I've been gaslit for years and it took a Reddit post to realize. Oh the irony. Thank you Reddit. EDIT2 and probably the last one for a period of time. A lot of people seemed suspicious of Mary and my husband's friendship, relationship etc. and have asked if I ever suspected anything. No, I didn't. Me and my husband had, or I thought we had, a very strong relationship, based on communication and honesty. Guess it only applied to me. Also, Mary is very close with all the boys in the said friendship group. The other wives raised concerns in the past but they've all been shut down by the boys in the group or by Mary herself. I guess I always respected their friendship group because they were very close for so long and it felt unfair to change that because of me. As far as I'm aware, the other wives feel the same, plus Mary has been in a LD relationship for about 2 years and always claimed she's focusing on her career, she's too busy etc. so none of us ever saw her as a potential threat. But now it just makes me think there could be more to this story. But I'm tired, as of right now, I am just exhausted. My Romanian witch blood won't let me live until I find out the whole truth but I need time. Thank you to everyone who took the time to reply to my post, message me. Even the ones that insulted me further, it was semi-funny and thank you for the awards. I'm sending virtual hugs to all of you. Avatai Grija Devoy.
NTA. Why does your husband want to be friends with someone who is so awful to you?
NTA. Mary sounds like a racist. Maybe she's jealous there's another woman in the group now? Her remark about how you're turning your husband against her makes me think she feels threatened by you. Your husband should be sticking up for you. They both owe you an apology.
This sounds like Mary is acting like a hugely jealous girlfriend. And because her behavior has been enabled for so long, she feels entitled to threaten whomever she chooses. She doesn't like that you are center place for you husband. Not her. Your husband needs to grow a pair here and acknowledge that whatever Mary may have been allowed to get away with before, that shit stops now. Ask how he would feel if you had a male friend that was allowed to insult him in his own home, while you went away on trips with him. He needs to step in here. And speak to Mary, with you, as a couple. You both need to make it clear that none of this BS is acceptable. She is racist, offensive, rude, and being drunk is never an excuse. She is being nothing more than a toxic bully, and that you both have no problem in removing her from your lives. A friend would not do this to her friend's wife. A husband would not put his friend's feelings before his wife. Ask your husband which woman he has married. You are not playing mistress to her. She sounds like Shush is trying to play it to you though. Husband needs to stop enabling her behavior and making excuses. Mary needs to step off entirely until she can learn to be respectful. Or not be welcome at all. Your house. Your rules. Do not let this go. Edit. Just to add. What exactly do you think she would be like if you had children? They would have a mixed heritage. She going to potentially bully them too? I can just see how this will keep going if you don't stop it. Second edit. Thank you kind strangers for the awards X edit 3. I have just read your update. I'm so sorry you had to find this out in such an awful way. You deserve so much better. Do not think the other wives and girlfriends won't be tearing her down over this, and your husband. It will re-evaluate the whole friendship group. Certainly no female in this group will trust her again. Sending you big internet hugs, and I wish you a peaceful recovery from this. I truly hope you find happiness in the future XX. NTA, but you need to sit your husband down and firmly tell him that he's being a real jerk and a lousy husband. Honestly, you don't have a husband's female friend problem because you can't control what third parties do. But you have a serious husband problem as your husband. It's his job to defend and protect you and your feelings and put you first, and he's seriously failing. Did they ever date such that she's jealous of you, or is he just naturally weak? Your husband is tar here. Deleted. NTA. She's being racist and your husband should be standing up for you. Maybe down the line, if her behavior improves and you forgive her, you could consider rescinding the ban. But unless that happens, you're doing a reasonable thing and he should be in your corner on this one. NTA. I think your husband needs to reevaluate the fact that he'd be friends with someone that's so disrespectful to his own wife.
NTA. For openers, you don't need to have anyone in your house that you're not comfortable with. In conclusion, Mary is strange at best. Does she have any women friends? Your husband though is the real asshole here. His loyalty is messed up. And remarks about your sensitivity prove it.
NTA. I would seriously have a sit down with your husband and see what the deal is. You are his wife, and if he will not defend you against clear bigotry and hatred, then what will he actually stand up for?